Welcome back, my dear students of class 9. Hello student, I am Rajendra Rai from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear student, I am a biology teacher, and by presenting this digital video of the topic that is the natural resources, and in this topic now come to the subtopic that is the soil. Dear student, as you know, this soil that is directly linked with the air and water, while consisting of soil that is depend upon the different factors. The constituents of the soil that is depend upon the different factors like climatic factors, humidity, temperature, and rainfall, etc., rainfall pattern. Some physiographic factors also that affect the soil structure, and that are the length and slope of the curve, that is the curve of the slope, if the soil that is present on the slope, and the characteristics of the soil, that is the soil chemistry that is having the more and more that get aggregated, and transportation and water holding capacity that is depend upon the specific structure of the soil, and that characteristic also maintain the soil integrity. And vegetation cover. Vegetation cover means if a soil is rich vegetated, then that soil will be the more structured. My dear students, these factors affect the erosion of the soil. Dear students, a soil is to produce the more and more crops for us, more and more fruits for us, gardens, and soil is the base for our life, and that is why the factor which disturb the soil structure, and that factor is called soil erosion. So let us discuss about the measures of the process of the soil erosion. Soil get eroded by the flow of the water, flow of the flood, flow of the air, wind, cyclone, and different other factors are there that cause the soil erosion. Soil erosion means the transfer of a soil, transfer of the top layer soil from one place to other place. That is the erosion, and that erosion has to be stopped. That soil has to be conserved just to maintain the fertility of the soil. Dear students, the fertility of the soil that is depend upon the presence of the different types of the organic and inorganic compounds inside it, nitrate, calcium, phosphate. All these compounds are very important as far as fertility of the soil is concerned. And to conserve the soil, the plantation has to be there, dam has to be formed, the crop field, the soil field, that has to be labeled. So these are the different measures by which the soil can be conserved. Dear students, let us start about the other things that is related to the soil. And soil get polluted also. The soil which get polluted by the different types of the chemicals, different types of the environmental pollutants, different types of the other pollutions which we are going to discuss here. My dear students, let it see that the industrial waste are main cause of the soil pollution. Urban waste are also causes the pollution to the soil structure get disturbed. Solid waste, refusal of the solid waste from urban areas just disturb the soil structure. Industrial waste like the textile, steel, distillery, etc. Radioactive pollutants are also there, my dear students. SR90, I129, CS137, and isotopes of the iron. These are the radioactive pollutants and they disturb the soil structure. Dear students, the fertilizers, the enormous use of the fertilizer that also disturb the soil structure. Other factors like pesticides, farm waste, and chemical and metallic pollutants. These are the different sources of the soil pollution. Biological agents also that get the large quantity of human, animal, excreta, etc. that disturb the soil structure. Dear students, effect of the soil pollution. As far as effect of the soil pollution is concerned, the effects are the chemical, pesticide, etc. that comes into the plants, and that will be the reason for the biomagnification. Biomagnification means the induction of the different types of the pesticides, chemicals, and other harmful materials into the life form, into the plants, and from the plants it get introduced into the animals also, animals body also, and human also. Solid waste, that is the having the different types of the odor, and it clogging into the groundwater. So groundwater get polluted. Polluted soil damages the crop and decrease the crop production, decrease the agricultural production, as well as the food containing radioactive substances, the food which is containing the radioactive substances, as well as the different types of the harmful organic, inorganic substances that may disturb the human body, and several diseases will be there like thyroid, disturbed digestive tracts, and other kind of the diseases that may arise in the human. My dear students, let us come on the pesticide that not only the pose of a potential hazard to the man, animal, fish, and livestock, but they severely affect the desired yield of the crop also. And to control the soil pollution, some measures are there. And that measures like proper dumping of the unmanaged, unwanted materials, organic farming, use of the compost, use of the natural things, proper management of the industrial waste, proper management of the radioactive waste, and so on. So many measures are there to control the soil pollution. And my dear student, if soil gets conserved, then there will be no problem of the production of the crop, production of the fruit, vegetables, etc., which is very easy food for the human as well as the other animals also. Dear students, after the soil, that is the topic that we discussed in the previous video and in this video also, that you have to learn by taking the help of this video as well as taking the help of the book also. You will be able to learn this file. So water that we have discussed the air, we have discussed the soil, and my dear student, now come to the very important resources, and that are the biogeochemical resources, and that resources get recycled by the biogeochemical cycle. So let us discuss about the biogeochemical cycle, which is very important as far as these natural resources are concerned. My dear students, the biogeochemical cycle is of two types. One is that is the gaseous cycle, and that is the sedimentary cycle. The gaseous cycle is there, and sedimentary cycle. Sedimentary means the things get deposited on the soil, as the sediments. So cycle. So these are two cycles that comes under the biogeochemical cycles. My dear students, gaseous cycles like that maintain the reservoir of the nutrient in these cycle in the atmosphere like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. And apart from this sedimentary cycle, that is the reservoir for this cycle maintain the reservoir for the nutrient in case in these cycles in the earth crust like phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, etc. So this biogeochemical cycle, organic, inorganic material like sulfur, phosphorus, calcium, etc. that has to be maintained in the cyclic form as a sedimentary cycle in the earth crust, and that will be beneficial for the life forms that are present on the earth. My dear student, as far as gaseous cycle is concerned, let us discuss about this water cycle first of all, then we will go through with the other gaseous cycle. My dear student, the water cycle, that is very easy, understandable cycle, and that cycle also comes under the biogeochemical cycle, because as you know the water is present on the earth, that is having the 73%. So let us discuss about the maintenance of the water cycle. Water cycle has to be maintained by forming the cloud. If this is the earth, then earth is having the water in different forms, reservoirs, lake, pond, rivers, sea, streams, etc. And when the sun provides the maximum temperature, then this water get vaporized, and formation of clouds will be there, and these clouds are having the important link with the air, and if these clouds get condensed, then there will be the formation of rainfall, and water also formed in the form of the ice, that is ice. So three forms of the water are present on the earth. Number one, ice, then vapor, and then liquid. So solid, liquid and gas forms are present in are the different forms of the water that maintain the water cycle, that is depend upon the temperature and other factors. And this water cycle gets circulated for the maintaining the temperature of the earth, maintaining the different life forms, and maintaining the humidity in the environment, so that the life form of the earth get nourished with this water. So water is the lifetime for the human as well as the other crops, other animals, and other things also. Dear students, come to the other cycle, that is the oxygen cycle. So the biogeochemical cycle is now going to deal with oxygen cycle. Dear students, as you know, there are vegetation. Oxygen is present in the environment, that is 21% around, and this has to be maintained by the process of photosynthesis. As different plants are there on the earth, and sun, in the form of sun energy, sun comes here, they absorb the CO2 from the environment, and they absorb the H2O from the ground, and the process of photosynthesis will be there. Which results the formation of food and oxygen liberation will be there. So this oxygen will be maintained by the help of the plants by the help of the different vegetation that are present on the earth. Therefore, dear students, you have to know the importance of the plants, importance of the jungles, importance of the forest on the earth, so that they can maintain the oxygen percentage into the atmosphere. How does it take place? Atmospheric oxygen, how does it maintain? And the process is if UV rays will be there, if ultraviolet rays will be there, and that comes on the earth, then H2O get decomposed into hydrogen plus oxygen. H2 plus H plus O2. 2H2O, so H2. Okay, so therefore ultraviolet rays disintegrate the water and oxygen liberation will be there. That is the one thing. The another thing is that is the photosynthesis by maintaining the oxygen cycle, and other things are there, that the water plus energy that is coming from the ultraviolet ray and hydrogen and oxygen will be the component as a result of the disintegration of the water molecule. My dear students, if there will be the problem of the loss of the oxygen from the environment, then you have to know the certain factors about it, that formation of different oxides. Take the example of ferrous. Ferrous oxide, that is as a result of the FeO2 plus O2, that will be the ferric oxide. So formation of different oxide compounds in the environment, that will be the major cause of the loss of the oxygen from the environment. So my dear students, the main thing of maintaining the oxygen is the plantation. Plantation is the main process by which the maintenance of the oxygen percentage in the environment takes place. So you have to know the importance of the plantation by maintaining the oxygen percentage. Dear students, there are other layers, other gaseous cycles like ozone cycle, carbon cycle as the carbon dioxide cycle, and nitrogen cycle, greenhouse effect. That will be discussed in the next video. Keep watching. Next video will be more interesting. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like it and subscribe my channel. Thank you.